Now today children, a happy day to you. We are going to enjoy on a journey on lesson number 5, that's about air, water and weather. Now let's see what does the warm-up session have in store for us. Match the sentence with the correct picture. The day is very hot and the man is sweating. Where is it? It's here. The wind is blowing fast. Let's fly the kite. It's raining. It's here. It's very cold. There's also snowfall. Wow, look at them enjoying in the snow. And they've also made a lovely snowman, isn't it? Now, of these, which do you like? I think I like snow. Okay, looking ahead, let's see what does the lesson looking ahead have in store for us. Understand the importance of air and its components. Know about the different forms of water and how they interchange water cycle. Understand about the weather and the factors that affect it. Know about the various seasons. Air. Air is present all around us. We cannot see air, but we can feel it. When it moves, moving air is called wind. When wind blows, it can move several things. Air has no smell of its own. It can be used to fill things and has mass. What does air contain? Air consists of several gases useful for the survival of living things. It contains many gases such as oxygen, nitrogen and carbon dioxide. Air also contains dust particles, germs and smoke along with some amount of water known as water vapor. Why do we need air? Take a deep breath. Now release it. What did you just take inside your body? Yes, it is air. In order to live, we need to breathe. The air contains a gas called oxygen, which we breathe in. Humans and animals both need oxygen to breathe in and in turn release carbon dioxide. Plants take in this carbon dioxide to make their food. This is known as the process of photosynthesis. During this process, plants release oxygen for humans and animals. Therefore, all living organisms need air to live. What do all living organisms need to live? They need air. Now let's see what does the fact have in store for us. There is no air on moon and in space. And why is no life possible on the moon? How do astronauts survive in space? Now I want you to do surf the net and do research on it and tell me about it, okay, in class. Now we proceed further to water. Water is an important substance on the earth. We cannot live without water. We cannot live without air. We cannot live without water too. Okay. We use water for several purposes such as drinking, cleaning, washing and cooking. Now we will go to the water cycle. The earth has limited amount of water. This water keeps on changing from one form to another. The water cycle is a journey that water takes as it circulates from land to the sky and then back again to the land. Plants play an important role in water cycle. Who plays an important role in water cycle? It is the plants. So we should plant more plants. Okay? The water from the lakes, rivers, ponds and oceans gets heated up due to the heat of the sun. This water evaporates, turns from liquid to gas and forms water vapor. This is the process of evaporation. Now what do we mean by evaporation? The process of conversion of water into water vapor is called evaporation. The water vapor rises up in the sky. When water vapor in the air cools down, tiny droplets of water are formed. This is the process of condensation. What is condensation? The process of conversion of water vapor into water. The water droplets join to form clouds. When these clouds become very heavy with a lot of water, it falls down in the form of rain or snow. This is the process of precipitation. What is precipitation? The process of falling of water from clouds in the form of rain or snow. The water falls down on the earth in the form of rain, snowfall, and gets collected in lakes, rivers, oceans. This is the process of collection. The water evaporates in the sky again, and the cycle continues. The continuous cycle by which the water circulates throughout the earth and atmosphere. By the process of evaporation, condensation, and precipitation is known as water cycle. Can you see here? This is a water cycle. Precipitation, condensation, evaporation. This is how it takes place. Water body, precipitation, condensation, and evaporation. Okay, the continuous cycle by which the water circulates through the earth and atmosphere, the process of evaporation, condensation, and precipitation is known as water cycle. It goes like this and like this. It's a continuous cycle. Now let's see what does the fact days have in store for us. Water can be used to generate electricity. This is known as hydropower. Okay, when water is used to generate electricity, it is called hydropower. Very good. Now let's proceed further. Keep some ice cubes in the bowl. Let them remain on the table for some time. Write down your observation. See what happens after 20 minutes. Then see what happens to it after 1 hour. No, this is for you to observe and do it. Okay. Weather. Fill in the blanks with hot or cold. Today it's very, very dash. Let us go for swimming. When will you go for swimming? When it's very, very hot. I'm wearing 3 layers of sweaters. It's very, very dash. Let's be near the fire when it is cold. It is very, very cold. Sometimes the day is cold or hot or sunny. Sometimes it may become cloudy and rain. The different conditions such as hot, cold, windy, cloudy, and rainy in our surroundings is called weather. Now look at these pictures. This is a sunny day. This is a cloudy day, and this is a rainy day, and this is the typical Indian climate that we have. Why the weather changes? The sun, the clouds, the rain, and the wind affect the weather of a place. Let's see what is over here. We like the warmth of the sun in winters, but not in summers. Why? Now that's for you to think. Let's see if you can think and come to a conclusion. How the sun influences the weather. Weather keeps changing on a day-to-day basis. It also differs at different times of the day. Sun is an important factor that influences the weather. Notice the position of the sun during morning and evening. In the morning and evening, the sun's rays are slanting and not straight. Therefore, mornings and evenings are cooler. The days when the sun shines brightly and is not hidden behind the clouds are known as sunny days. In the afternoon, the sun is overhead and the rays fall straight. Therefore, afternoons are the hottest time of the day. The nights are cool because there is no sun. How do clouds and rains influence the weather? There are some days when you are not able to see the sun. This is because the rays of the sun are blocked by the clouds. Such days are known as cloudy days. Dark clouds bring rain. Weather becomes cool after it rains. Okay, let's move further. How wind influences the weather. Gentle and slow moving wind is known as breeze. Strong wind, sometimes accompanied by thunder and lightning, is known as storm. Storms can cause a lot of damage. They can uproot trees, damage the buildings, and even blow off the roofs of the house. Okay, now what is thunder? A loud crashing noise heard after the lightning in the sky. Now let's come to the activity 2. Take 2 plastic water bottles. Fill a glass full of warm water in them. Tighten the lid of one bottle and leave the other bottle without a lid. Observe the bottle after 10 minutes. Which of the 2 bottles is cooler? Why is it cloudy nights are warmer than the nights with a clear sky? Now, both these conclusions, you have to think about it and let me know. Now, coming to the checkpoint 2, I want you to solve it on your own. Okay, let's proceed to the seasons. Seasons, when the average weather conditions remain more or less the same for a long period of time, then it is called a season. It may extend up to a few months. In India, we have 5 major seasons, that is the summer season, monsoon, autumn, winter and spring. Now let's learn about summer. During summer, the weather is hot, and most of the time the days are longer and the nights are shorter. There is a lot of sunlight and heat. We feel hot and sweaty, isn't it? Then we feel thirsty too, and we go on drinking water. See how is this person feeling? A lot of water from the water bodies evaporates, and there is a shortage of water. Now this will have a nice discussion on this. Okay, then we move to the monsoon. During monsoon, most days are cloudy and rainy. Now the sun may not show up for days. Then coming to autumn, see this is how monsoon looks. During autumn, the weather becomes dry for most of the days. It is neither hot nor cold in this season. Many trees shed their leaves in the sun. Let's proceed further to winter. During winter, most days are cold. We also see snowfall and fog in some areas. Okay, what do we see? We see snowfall and fog. This looks really lovely, the sketch. Even I like the autumn. Rain also looks beautiful. Sun looks good on its own, but I can't bear the heat. Okay, let's go to the spring. The weather is slightly warm in spring season. This is the season of beautiful flowers. Wow, I love flowers. I don't know about you. Okay, let's move as to how weather affects our lives. Food. Weather influences our eating and drinking habits. When it is hot, we like to drink something cold. And when it is cold, we like to drink something hot. We get different types of fruits and vegetables in different seasons, such as watermelons, mangoes, corn, cucumbers and lychees in summers, and mushrooms, carrots, lettuce and apples in winters. Let's move further. Clothing, the type of clothes we wear also depends on the weather. In cold weather, we need thick warm clothes and blankets. But when the weather is hot, we prefer thin and light colored clothes. Now we move further to housing. The type of houses that the people live in also depends a lot on the type of weather in that region. In the mountains and rainy areas, people build houses with sloping roofs. In hot and dry areas, the houses are built of mud walls and straw roofs. This keeps it cool. Did you get it? Now let's wind up the lesson with the summary. Air contains gases useful to humans, plants and animals. It also contains water vapor, dust, smoke and germs. Weather is the condition of a place with respect to heat, cold, cloudiness, wind and rain. The weather depends on the sun, the wind, the clouds and the rains. The weather is different at different times of the day. In India, summer, monsoon, autumn, winter, and spring are the 5 main seasons. Weather affects our life in many ways. We get different fruits, flowers and vegetables in different seasons. So that I hope you had a lovely time. This is the end of this lesson on air, water and weather. See you soon for the next lesson. Have a nice day. Thank you.